Well, welcome to a new Upbuild video, and we're going to carry on this episode where we left off on the last one, carrying on with our mini, our rusty bucket shell. So as you saw in the last one, we got it all braced up inside, so it's sort of holding the shell together so it doesn't just fall apart. So we're just going to carry on, get the front end all welded on quickly, and then we've got the doors haven't we, as well down.
See, we've got this door on now. Now I'll show you how it opens. All right, it opens and closes, Connie. Good,
Great.
like that. Close, and we're going to now put the other door on the other side next.
Get that one on as well. So the other bit we're going to get to in this video is we need to get the cant rails out of it, which is why we've got the shell, and they're going to go in the Mk1 conversion shell. But before we do that, we need to make sure that shell's nice and strong, so we need to get all the plug welding, all the seams all plug welded up. I think that's about it, Dad, isn't it?
Yeah,
just getting that all set up.
Get it all plug welded and then be all the strength so we can get the
cant rails cut out of that. Exactly.
And then the ones that's in this into it.
Cut out of this one, put into it. Anyway,
then,
enough chatting. Let's crack on. Ready? Right, there we go. We've had our fun with the Mk2 shell. We've stitched it all back together again, as you've seen. The rusty bucket. So let's get back on with the proper job.
Yeah, we're going to get all this spot welding done.
We're not. We're going to get it all plug welded.
Plug welded. We're going to get all this plug welded.
That should be good. The reason for it is we're going to be putting the cant rails in, obviously, so we need to cut them out. And to cut them out, we just want to make sure we've got as much strength back in the shell as possible.
Yeah, once it's all spot welded right around, plug welded all right around, and then we'll get them cant rails out.
Yeah, we'll leave the bracing, and you see we've got a bit of bracing in there as well. And what we have got is we've got a couple of good tools, good solid tools, which we want to show you when we're going around that we've found which are helpful. We'll show them along the way. And so what we'll do is we'll get all plug welding through the whole of the shell. We'll crack on with that now. I know a lot of you will be saying, well, why aren't you just going to use a spot weld? Go and use a spot welder. And we're just not set up to use one. We need to buy one, and we'd also need to get the electric set up that would be strong enough to make it work. And they're not. You can only get away with doing maybe 10 or 12 spot welds before you need to leave the spot welder to cool down. So it does take time still. But we're going to plug weld it, which obviously it does take more time. It's more dirty, isn't it?
It's still a good solid job though.
It's just the same job.
All solid, it's all
exactly.
Yeah,
just as strong. We'll plug weld the seams all the way through every inch and a half, just the same as the wood. Yeah. In fact, we'll put more in. Anyway, enough chatting. Let's get on with it, and you'll see us getting the tools out and cracking on. See, we'll not be stuck. We'll get it done. That's brilliant. Crack on. So you can just see in the bottom right hand corner of that hole I've drilled where it's shown the paint, just in that bottom corner there, it's shown the paint of the surface underneath. So just by seeing that little bit of paint I know I'm through the first surface, through the first layer, and down that second layer, which is what I need for the plug weld. So I can just start my plug weld in the centre of that little hole and then work my way out, and I'll bond those two together. Fairly simple process, the plug welding, but just the same principle really as the spot welding, only takes a little bit longer. There we go, we'll crack on and get the rest of that seam all drilled, ready for plug welding. So we've gone every 1.5 inches roughly, and that's them all drilled ready for filling with the puddle of weld. So you can see obviously that's where you can see it's gone through to the bottom, so to the second layer, that layer underneath. Got a nice close up of it. So I'll clean that out with the wire wheel now, and yeah, weld all them in.
Box on.
Right then, fantastic. So that's one little sill done. So that's just a bit of time consuming and preparing the area and setting it all up. But as you can see, we'll fly through them once you're all set up for doing it. But yeah, so that's one little section done. As you can see, done them every 1.5 inches, as I was mentioning earlier, I think. So what we'll do is just got to work our way around the rest of the seams now. So I'll stick the camera on the tripod and we'll time lapse through that.
gone far enough it will. Fantastic.
Right then, that's fantastic. That's all one side plug welded up, isn't it? Just the job. I'm going to stop for a beverage. That's 100 plug welds.
100 plug welds down one side.
All done with a one drill. That's great. Brilliant. About ready for a beverage, so that's what we're going to do right now. We've just been reading through your comments on the last video. Some good comments.
Good
they were
comments.
Great. I love all the ideas for the old rusty bucket shell.
Turn her upside down, make a hot tub of her.
That was a good one.
That
was a good one. Julian Layton, I think I was sent that one. Aye, that was a good one. Some of the good ones about turning it into a 4x4. I like that. I'll have to keep them coming. What else have you got? What ideas you got? Maybe making it into a race car, buy an MX5, top on a. I don't know. Keep the comments coming anyway. But yeah, on the next episode. So what we're going to do in the next episode? Well, this is going to be it for this episode. I think so. We've kind of done enough. So I think what we'll do is get the cant rails cut out the Mark II shell. That'll be like all in the next episode. I'll show you them getting cut out of that, and we'll size them up in the Mark 1 build, get them fitted in, and then also there's a little bit of plug welding to finish off, which we'll crack on with, and we'll show you it all happening in the next episode. But anyway, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel.
The button, thumb up.
Oh yes, the thumbs up button. If you enjoyed our episode, give her a thumbs up. Brilliant.
Very good.
Right, I'm having a beer.
See you next episode.
Oh yeah, take care everyone.